So I was thinking I could, the beard isn't working. So I was thinking I could go I could just shave this. It'd be like a reverse Hulk Hogan. I don't know. Hey guys.
What's up?
This is Brian.
Jesse.
You're watching MMA the Hard Way in the car. Dude, you were at SEMA.
It was nice.
Last week, huh?
It was nice. You see the pictures I sent you?
Yeah, geez. We'll be throwing them up here right in between us. And, there was a lot of fighters there at the
there was at the Toyo booth. They're the authorized sponsor for tires for the UFC. And I know it sounds like a cliche, but you know what? You get these guys outside of the ring, like I talked about in Death, like Chael Sonnen last time. Yeah. These guys are really freaking cool. I mean, they are the type of guys that, if you saw them somewhere, hey, let's go have a drink, unless they were training or something, they do it. Very down to earth, very humble, very people, even though, they beat up people for a living.
That is, I agree. I was surprised the first few fighters I met how I think Randy Couture was actually one of the first fighters I ever met. That he was the first fighter that I ever got an autograph from, and
he was there.
And it was an Affliction signing at a mall, and they said, "Oh, you have to buy an Affliction shirt in order to get an autograph." And crap. So I did, but then I also brought my UFC shirt, and I said, "Hey, Randy, will you sign this too?" And he goes, "I'll sign anything you got, man." Yeah. And I was like, "Wow,
Very nice guy. I was there. I kind of put him on the spot. I'll start off with him. I go, "Hey, so nothing to come back to the UFC? Nothing at all?" He goes, "No." He smiled. No, I could have swore he winked, but he said, "No, I'm that's behind me." And he's got good movie stuff going on. He's got they're going to be working on Expendable 3s, I guess already. I've already heard rumors that it's in the works.
Yeah, Randy's just, he's, it's like Tito. Tito's a businessman. Yeah. Randy's a businessman. He's got
some of these
multiple things going on.
They have nothing to prove. They're legends. They have nothing to prove. They're done. I also saw Dominic Cruz. Do you say anything about his injury? I mean, is he actually training? He's I believe he started doing some light stuff. He had a pretty in-depth surgery, and but he's hungry. You could see it. He's hungry. He wants to come
to get back in.
Yeah, he could hardly wait to get back in. I also saw Uriah Faber. Very cool, very mellow person. Lots of laughs.
He cornered some of his guys in that WFA took place on Friday. That was a sick card. Yeah. That was, Ed Soares. Ed Soares, Anderson Silva, half the Brazilian guy's manager. That's his deal. Yeah,
that was there also in Vegas on Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of people were doing that, and then they were doing World Series of Fighting.
Yes.
And I didn't get to see World Series of Fighting, but I did see that WFA, and I got to say, man, that was a good card. There was some good stuff. Uriah's guys got their asses handed to him. I think one of them won and one of them didn't. But
yeah, he's always there representing Team Alpha Male. He's always there. Yeah. I saw Luke Rockhold there too.
Boy.
We talked about in Death with Strike Force some of the stuff. He ran some stuff by me, but let's just put it this way: he's hungry to come to the UFC. He's really hungry.
Any hints from him about what he thinks is going to happen to Strike Force next year?
You know what? He said it's kind of like up in the air. He is a fighter, doesn't know what's going on. So if he as a fighter doesn't know what's going on, then us as fans are pretty much clueless. Only the higher ups, only higher management knows what's really going on. Yeah. I also saw Forrest Griffith. Very cool guy. We laughed a couple of times. I kind of told him, dude, you and Bonner should just have your own show where you guys just do crazy stuff on the internet and just talk about just stuff that happens in life. I mean, you guys have this thing that you just bounce back and forth.
Chemistry.
Yes, they actually do. Totally. They actually do. I also saw Mark Munoz, very nice guy. He said hello, tell you hello, how are you? And he knows who you are. He mentioned you a couple times. Mentioned that you're a really nice guy. Yeah. I told him that you're really cool people. Also, Shane Carwin. Now, he's hungry, salivating at the mouth.
to see that finale.
I-
Dude, that card is
Yes,
totally
it's stacked. It's stacked up.
Oh my God! I think they just announced Cody McKenzie
Yes,
is going to fight Garcia.
Garcia. Yeah.
Oh man, Leonard Garcia.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
you know what
gonna be awesome.
you know what they call Leonard. He's like the little miniature Vanderlei Silva.
Leonard isn't going to let no one guillotine him. I
No,
don't think.
he's just. It's going to be balls to the wall. It's funny.
Leonard
Shane,
Garcia is one of my favorite fighters. You remember when he fought Roger Huerta?
Yes,
That was one of the best fights of the whole
that
year.
was
They
a
were just-
war. That was a
Man,
war. That was a war.
I became a huge Leonard Garcia fan back then. I don't care if he loses, man.
Yeah, what I like
It's
about him, he just goes in it and tries to finish you. He doesn't do this
big
point.
fighters like that.
He doesn't do this point fighting or game play. Even though
Yeah.
he's from Greg Jackson, but he just, he goes in for the finish.
Yep.
I
I will never lose respect for a guy that fights like that.
No. I talked to Hardy also.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking back and forth, and he kind of put me on the spot. You want to know what I knew about MMA? I don't know a lot. I know enough. I'm a fan, just like all you guys out there watching this. I said, hey, I'd love to see you in a couple more fights, and he goes, a couple? Starts laughing, goes, well, which ones? I go, I want to see you fight Carlos Condit again. Surprisingly, he goes, I want to fight him first before I fight GSP.
Well,
If both
I
fights
can
were available, he
yeah.
would want to fight Carlos Condit first. That, like you said, those
There's
losses
a lot
sting
of
you.
guys he's going to have to weed through. You
Yeah.
know? I mean,
He's got the tools.
yeah.
He's got the tools.
he's all right.
He was gone for a long time. He went believe he went to
His wrestling game has stepped up. We've seen that.
Yeah. And he says he really wants to get that KO, reverse, as they say.
Yeah.
And then he says he'd like to get GSP eventually. He knows it's an uphill battle. There's a lot of people in line. The 170 is just the top.
Yeah. You know what would be awesome is now Marquardt, isn't he still fighting at 170?
I would
I'd like to see
Strike
him
Force.
come back and go up against Hardy at 170.
That would
I
be-
think that would be
That would be a
really,
fierce
really
fight.
nice.
And keep in mind that Marquardt's got the belt, so
Yeah.
they might put him up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
I have always thought Marquardt was a beast at 185, but at 170 he is not only lethal but he's fast.
No sign of any
Fast.
kind of cardio
and
issue.
he's saying and he's stipulating he's off that
Yeah.
TRT, and he says he's never felt better. So who knows? But he's the last fight was he just took it. I was talking about Shane Carwood earlier. We were talking. I asked him, so are you worried about the ground game? And he goes, he's gonna have to take me down first. And I've been doing some stuff off my back, but I want to finish him. There is not, even though you guys don't see it in the tough right now.
Yeah.
There's genuine animosity there. There's genuine disdain. Before the tough started, Roy Nelson made a bunch of remarks and, just having fun,
Yeah.
I think Shane took him too hard. And Shane, I sized up to Shane, for a picture that you'll maybe post later.
Yeah.
Man, looking into those eyes, dude. Oh, my God,
That
dude.
was a heavy stare down.
I
man.
felt like a good-looking guy in prison with some perfume on. Man, that intensity was just there. I mean, it was lethal. It was fun. It was really, really fun. Ronda Rousey was there, very dressed down, very kicked back, nothing glamorous. John Finch was supposed to be there, but he didn't show up, and I didn't see Ariane Celeste. But other guys I talked to, very nice people. They're all hungry. They all want to, they love the sport. They want to see the sport get bigger.
Yeah.
I
I got one prediction I have for 2013 is that we're going to see 2 title belts change hands in 2013.
Enlighten me, which ones you think?
I think that Dominic Cruz is actually going to lose his belt, and I also think that Junior Dos Santos is going to lose his.
You know what? I think I'll say it for you. I think Dominic Cruz. I've been saying it. I just met the guy. Love him. I saw him. Very nice guy. He's a fighter. But you know what? Barao, when I saw him
I'm telling you.
size up against Uriah Faber, those fists, man. Those fists. It's like me putting my fist next to my son. Just
Yep.
Barao's got that. he's like this beast mode of a fighter.
Brazil is having a second or third coming
Oh my
right now.
God, I don't know
they
what
are just everything that they've been working on for
it's in the
20
water,
years
man.
is all coming to fruition.
You know what? It's
man.
just that the fight for survival.